A very good morning to you and welcome to a lovely time and lovely day. It's a brand new day. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. No matter what we face today, let's believe that at the end of the day, we'll definitely overcome. Whether the independent marketers are selling at one price and NPC another and God knows what another, we will definitely survive and we'll get to our locations today. I'm Cordelia Obey. I'm happy to be here and I hope that you're happy listening to us now. We'll be looking at the papers shortly, the front page and maybe some in between, and hopefully we'll have a lot of good news to share with you on the papers this morning. And then Rufai Oseni and Ejiro Mukoro will be joining us at 8 a.m. We'll tell you a bit about sports, and I'll have Tony Moore join us from the UK, and we'll be talking about how the diaspora is helping to build Nollywood with all the interest the world is showing, knowing that a place like Jamaica just recently came to say, oh, we want to collaborate with you guys in movie making, animation, and so on. We'll be taking a look at that too. And for those of you who joined us for the interview with Sheikh Gumi yesterday, I'm sure you had a good time listening to him, an enlightening time. And we'll be bringing that live on YouTube shortly. We'll let you know when that comes live. But so far, so good. Time for us to take a look at the papers this morning. Let's go straight as we look at The Guardian. The Guardian newspaper for today has the major headline: Consumers seek lower tariff as NERC adopts monthly review at 1,227 naira to a dollar. And they had these big headlines yesterday. Everybody said, oh, slash, price crash, price slash. I was like, wait till now they talk. From 225 about to about 200, and how much? It was just 19 naira. Some people calculated it for them. It's like two units or so. I felt, that was too sensational. Slash, crash. Still way too expensive for band A especially. You said names Nigeria 9th highest contributor to plastic pollution. Remember the Lagos State just did something and banned some particular one-time use plastic and so on, just to help remove us from this position we're in right now. So use less of plastic where you can, and also please do not cook moi moi with nylon. Very dangerous. NLC, TUC mobilized to shut NERC Disco's offices nationwide, and they wrote a letter giving an ultimatum that you guys did not follow due process. Even if you did, this is too much. Go back to the original price. And for Guardian, you know they usually have this graph and all online, and this particular front page has a big picture and you have everything broken down there. Under NERC's revised tariff order, customers on band A will pay 206.80 per kilowatts at an exchange rate of 1,227 naira to a dollar. Are we going to be paying electricity bills based on market forces too, or based on the mind the dollar comes with every morning, every month? Question. I hope they have an answer. Concerns over Tinubu's whereabouts as Shatima cancels US trip. FG cuts electricity sales to neighbors for local supply. Rivers Assembly threatens Fubara over illegal contract awards. Institute bemoans shortage of radiographers nationwide. Terrorist kills 7, abduct woman, rustle animals in Katsina, Kaduna. Over $50 billion may be trapped in crypto exchange as FG begins clampdown. All right, we'll move over now to the Punch. The Punch has this one. France rules out citing military base in Nigeria. FG orders registration of 1.9 million POS operators. POS operators are even becoming more than banks. In fact, they are more than banks and are even doing more than banks. You go to the bank, you have no money, but the POS operator would have money. And you wonder what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. Okay. Shatima shelves US trip as presidential jet develops fault mid-air, as if the jet itself was saying, our daddies cannot just leave us hanging like that. So he came back and somebody else will be going for that, and we will tell you more about that. That was above the mass and below the mass. Dollar speculation. FG to ban Naira from crypto trading platforms. The riders. SEC set to unveil fresh rules banning Naira from crypto exchanges. DG meets operators, directs traders to name and shame racketeers. We also have this one here that says, with pictures, not very nice, this story. Woman shot, scores injured as police tear gas Delta protesters. They're actually women who were protesting. You'll see the picture of those shot, the one shot and some injured. EFCC grills 6 senior NSCDC officers over 6 billion naira fraud. Hey, okay. Evacuation. Lagos task force threatened to kill us in Osun Forest. Victims allege. Nigerians reject electricity tariff cut, demand total reversal. We also have something from the Daily Post where Amewelu-led assembly snubs Fubara passes another bill, and that story says that the Amewule, sorry, I'm trying to get it right, is led assembly on March 26, 2024. They had brought out a bill that the governor Fubara refused to sign, and emphasizing the importance of securing taxpayers' money and preventing its misuse. They said, you know what? They rallied behind the bill's objectives during debates led by Majority Leader Major Jack and Amewule himself. And you know what? They just passed it, as if to say, Governor, anything you want to do, make you do. Many rivers to cross in Rivers State, right? Right. From the Nation newspaper. Okay, before the Nation, let's do the Daily Times. And the Daily Times has NERC orders reduction of electricity tariff for Band A customers. I told you that already. You saw the figures, right? That's above the mass and below the mass who have no plan for foreign military base establishment in Nigeria. This is according to the federal government. And the writer says it neither received nor is considering proposals for establishment of foreign military bases in Nigeria, and also is a threat to Nigeria's national security, sovereignty, PRP ones. But they've said no now, nothing like that. Okay, I listened to an interview yesterday where the guest was saying that this is not the first time that this overture had been made before, even during Obasanjo's time, and the answer was no, and they're hoping that will remain in the place of a no. Labour to picket states over refusal to pay new national minimum wage. FG earmarks 530 billion naira for climate change actions. Army task commanders on effective operational analysis, adaptability, and over 38,000 persons still in IDP camps in Niger. And this one, I think that should be in Niger. The spelling of the two places sometimes would confuse. Since it's the front page, didn't go inside to check that out. That's from the Daily Times. So I'm sure we're going to be looking at that too. And we've taken the one on Punch and now the Nation. Let's go to the Nation newspaper where Umahi says the Lagos Calabar road contract followed due process. And also, Atiku got it all wrong on Tinubu's son, says presidency. They had a lot to say about that. The fact that it followed due process, and the former presidential candidate, he's claimed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's son Shehu was on the board of a sister company executing the project. It's no big deal, but because the presidency said nothing stops Tinubu's son from pursuing his legitimate business interests that has been there for a while now, and that that shouldn't concern you. And you find also in another paper where they went on in a letter signed by Onanuga, and they went on to state how I'm trying to remember the name, just Atiku, sorry, how Atiku had belonged to this company, that company, and so on, while he was still working in the customs, while he was still VP, and say, if you're talking about conflict of interest, Talk about yourself first. And I went, is this the best answer for this? Anyway, back to Mahizone, he said the road project, regarded as one of the biggest in Africa, was awarded to High-Tech Construction Company Limited, and it will link 9 states, and I hear it has a lot of bridges. And Umai in a note said the approval process went through the Bureau of Public Procurement, BPP, after consideration by the Federal Executive Council, FEC, as prescribed by law, and so the due process was followed, so all this noise should stop. Well, that was my addition. Businesses to pay 0.5% cybersecurity levy. Deductions begin May 20. And also, this story pained me very much. It's about a young man who said, they lured me, harvested my kidney, offered me 1 million naira. He went on to tell us the story of how it was a job a friend told him they were going to get in a particular hospital. At the end of the day, he signed documents, went to the court and signed things he didn't even know anything about. Went to the hospital one day, he was given a drip, long and short of it, woke up 3 days later and only discovered his kidney was gone. The story is a sad one. You could also read it up. The Nation newspaper has it. PTAD deletes 51,000 ghost pensioners after forensic verification. The Nation has that. Workers, consumers reject negligible electricity tariff cut. Is welcome, says Reps Muda Yusuf. Is welcome, the reps are already saying. Oh, I will say that their looter will not continue. Okay, we'll wait to see the end of that. Female military school graduates, a worthy example for youths. And you see her picture there, looking very good and well done, lady. No room for foreign military base, federal government affirms, and we say amen to that. Okay, we're still moving on. We have some more papers we'll be looking at. I'll quickly take a look at the Vanguard. We'll be joining Rufai shortly. And the Vanguard newspaper has it that electricity, FG slashes band. Anytime I read that slashes, it pains me. But that's what they've written. FG slashes band a tariff by 8% to 206 naira. Kilowatts, the 0.8 is quite negligible, but that is it all. They slashed it. And also claims of foreign military base in Nigeria false. We have that there. Technical fault in the aircraft aboard Shetima's trip to US Africa Summit. Atiku becoming fond of distorting facts to discredit Tinubu. What was this distorted there? Is a child on the board or not? Yes or no? Well, this is according to the presidency, but the question was mine. Petrol scarcity. Why pump prices high in our stations? Ipman say, rider, price gap between major marketers and independents widens. Major marketers in B2B transactions. Well, they say we source our fuel from the open markets. That is why it's more expensive. Edo 2024, PDP, APC governorship aspirants resign from parties. And also 1.3 trillion naira debt cuts Genco's capacity to 35%. Guba poll, PDP will reclaim Ondo, Makinde, Adeleke. And those are some of the stories you could pick up this morning. Check them out. That was Vanguard. We'll join Rufai now, and he'll be taking a look at the ones that caught his fancy, and then Ejiro Mokoro will be joining us. Good morning, Rufai.
Morning, bless you. How are you? Good to be here again. Morning.
Good to have you join us this morning. So you've heard all of them. Let's move on. Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of stories that caught my fancy. Number one is the reaction of Mr. Onanuga to the things that it was said that said that Atiku said about Tinubu's son. I don't think there were any distortion of facts. Tinubu's son was on the board. He had been on the board since 2018, as Mr. Onanuga said. The truth is, a lot of people know that Tinubu's son being on the board is also connected to the relationship between him and his father, and between him, his father, and the Shaguris. So when people know that, and that's why they're asking questions, and when you also look at the fact that due process is questioned in that Lagos Calabar period that is done by another Shaguri affiliate company, which is called high-tech construction, then people are asking questions. And people have a right to ask questions. So all of that is saying is not within reach. Yes, Tinubu's son, Tinubu has the right to do business within himself and all of that. But he bears his father's name. We know his father's antecedent relationship. If he was not a Tinubu son and he just joined the business separately that had no bearings with the Shagurins, we'll know, okay, yes, he's just an open businessman. But this is because of the affiliation of his father, and that's the tedious link a lot of people are trying to link.
Yeah.
Secondly, he said they've been bringing foreign direct investment. Is it the lie they told us about the Maersk deal or the one they said they have arranged with Dubai? Where's the foreign direct investment on the book of Nigeria? They bring over 20 billion because people promise you 20 billion or will do investment does not mean that they are coming to do investment. Do you know what it means to get investment? And so all of that one too, he's falling short of the lie. Secondly, he was talking about the fact that the stock market is growing, treasury bills are growing, and all of that. You know why the treasury bills are going? Because we have ridiculous yield rates on our bonds. And that's why people are coming. But it's to our detriment. Because that money we are using to be able to service our bond market and things like that. These are monies we can use for development, but because we don't have the dollar. This was the same president that devalued the currency. Nigerian economy became from number 1 to number 4. Devalued the currency. Naira lost over 100% of its value. So why are we deceiving ourselves and why are we not saying it the way it is? So I think the points that Atiku Abubakar raised were very valid.
You know, Rufai, you see, bless you, darling. You see the part about Sheyi and the fact that, oh no, he's 38 years old, he's old enough, he does his own business and this and that. If you were one who was doing his own business and we didn't see him traveling everywhere with the president, standing in recognition lines and shaking world leaders around, nobody would, maybe people may not complain that much, but this one, you're seeing him is taking active part in everything his father is doing, even standing before, on the line before ministers and so on. So it makes it a bit too much. If you take a look at Trump, for instance, yes, we saw his kids working with him, going with him, but this one is a bit too much in your face. So this explanation and then drawing a list of all the wrongs that Atiku did when he was there as conflict of interest and so on.
Would you respect? Yeah, you can also count the wrongs Atiku did because it's political mudslinging season. So they can also count the wrong. I shouldn't. I mean, Atiku too has his own faults. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Atiku, as a civil servant, said he did other businesses, he invested in transport businesses and other businesses, but the only thing he was supposed to do was is farming. So Atiku too has his fault. I mean, two of them are birds of different feathers. So I mean, I don't spare any one of them, but I'm just trying to put the facts out there for our listeners. So when they try this game of back and forth, I'm just giving you empirical facts. The Nigerian economy has not grown. All of that inflow into the stock market and things like that, because one, we have higher interest rate, and that's why you see that we even left the stock markets. They are going to the treasury bill market now, the bond market, because we have high yield rates, and that is also affecting us because we have a big burden to pay back. And thirdly, a lot of companies have left Nigeria. A lot of companies have left Nigeria. Too many companies have left Nigeria. Sanofi and the likes. And most of these companies are leaving because of the business environment. I think those are things that Mr. Barron and his government should be more focused on rather than all of this.
Okay. The other stories?
The other stories, I want to lambaste NERC today. Initially, we told the world that even based on the projection of the dollar to the naira, the tariff rate was not supposed to be over 2 something that they were charging. Now they've now reduced it because the dollar has reduced. But they said they are benchmarking at 1,200. But the dollar is not 1,200. It's about 1,003 something. So it's to show you that they were all trying to sell you roots before, and that's why Nigerians had to stand up to them.
You should commend them now. They slashed the rates. Slashed.
Commend them for what?
For slashing the rates. They
after living a lie all this while, based on the review and the projections, the rate was supposed to be way less than that. So, and I didn't even the one supposed to set the rate, because now I'm confused. I didn't the one supposed to set the rates because You remember the case of Enugu Disco and the law that says that independent state can have their own legislative regulatory commission that should set the rates in their states. So what is really going on here? So I'm lambasting them for this insensitivity towards the plight of Nigerians and the general shenanigans they are doing. I mean, this is not supposed to be the order of the day in our country. We are able and we are supposed to be able to do better because we deserve a lot more in our country. So you do not expect me to celebrate people, and the NERC for their one-term shenanigan against Nigerians, which I feel is a very bad one and it's a very sad ordeal, and it should never repeat itself again. So, I mean, those are the dynamics we should look at as regards the NERC. When you look at all of this, you should be able to see that this NERC truly fights for the interests of Nigeria, but we don't see all of that in this case. All we see is this level of shenanigans that has never been seen before. So, and there's also another story making the rounds as regards Umahi saying on the top page of Nation that the contract followed due process and all of that. Yes, I saw a message he had sent yesterday saying that all the necessary papers were accounted for and all of that. But the reaction we want to get from Mr. Umahi is, if you say you had collected preliminary approval before you started the project, so why did we see a letter saying on the 18th, dated on the 18th of April, talking about just scoping for the, for the coastal road, scoping for the EIA process of the coastal road? So why are we seeing that letter on the 18th if you claim that you got all the necessary approval and all of that? I mean, those are the empirical questions we're asking. And I think another story making the rounds is the fact that FG has reacted. There's been this story about the possibility of Americans trying to set up a military base and all of that. So FG has reacted and nothing of such will happen. I mean, we're confident, we're happy about that. But also the greater conversation should be, yes, if FG says none of such will happen, and no military base will be set up, so how are we going to protect ourselves? How are we going to protect our area? How are we going to protect our region? How are we going to protect that land ecosystem? I think those are questions that we are not willing to answer, because you see, that area is already open up for the Russians because of the deals the Russians are having with Niger and some other, renegade people across the African continent. So those are the questions we should be able to ask ourselves. And if we don't ask ourselves, then, we're not going to move forward. So how are we going to protect all of that area going forward? I think these are the very pertinent questions. Another very funny story is the fact that Shettima shelves U.S. trip as presidential jet develops fault mid-air. That's a very sad one. What's the maintenance stage? And kudos to the pilot that said he was going to quickly bring him back. So what's the maintenance like of our presidential fleets? How viable it is? Because this is not the only first time. I think there was another story making the round that regards how the president had to get another charter plane because a plane too had problems. So it's time for us to treat our presidential fleets properly. We don't want any mishap. We love our president and our vice president so much. We don't want anything to happen to them of some sort. And, they must be able to check all of this fleet and get, what the presidential fleet needs for it. So currently, as we speak, day 8, thereabouts, the president is not still back. We don't know where he is. I think they should be able to tell us where President Tinubu is, because we're not even hearing anything. Because I would have even thought that Onanuga will be able to assure us and tell us where President Tinubu is, and they should even come out with pictures. But now they're not even telling us where he is, and all of a sudden everybody's just going like nothing happened. So they should be able to tell us where President Tinubu is.
Rufai, let's go back a bit to that plane. It was like the jet by itself told them the right thing to do, since maybe they weren't listening to people, because at the end of that, by the time they said, he had to come back and so on, he will now be home to take care of national affairs, and the person in charge of foreign affairs will be the one representing. Did we have to get there before doing the right thing? Because the president is not around. The VP will be traveling when you have somebody who could represent you from the get-go. So it makes somebody wonder, is it that, as Adewale would always say, we're always wanting to put the horse or the cart before the horse, and at the end of the day we'll now have to retrace our steps in a rather embarrassing way?
As usual, we have a very fire brigade approach. But I think the most important thing is, who are those constantly checking the presidential fleets? With the monies issued for the presidential fleet, who are those checking the presidential fleets? Why is it that we have to now discover something like that mid-air? What if it was a situation we couldn't salvage? I mean, I think those are the pertinent questions we should ask. So we should be able to ask these questions and get accountability as regards them. Just like we're also asking, where is the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? We also have a right to him. We also have a right to know. I mean, these are the questions we should be asking. If we don't ask that question, we don't get accountability. And a country cannot grow without a certain level of accountability. And that's why we're asking the accountability questions as regards Lagos, Calabar, and all of that. But let's talk about fuel scarcity. Some people are saying why their pump prices are high, and we're hearing people are selling thousands of naira per liter. There is a price wide between marketers and independent major marketers in B2B transactions. NNPC should just come out and give us a definitive stance on this once and for all. We can't keep saying, NNPC is the largest importer and all of that, and people are suffering to get. I mean, the other day I got over 700 naira. Some people were even saying you are lucky, Rufai. I mean, we can't keep getting up and down as regards it. So they said they removed subsidy, all of this is going to end. They said the refineries are going to start churning out something. We have not seen anything. So that's why we keep saying all of their promises are just always audio. And there's a story that FG is to ban Naira from all crypto trading platforms. SEC is set to unveil fresh rules banning the Naira from crypto exchanges. Now they are still blaming the crypto exchanges for Naira speculation and all of that, when we are not doing what we ought to do as regards the currency. I mean, what are the things we have to do? We have to be able to find a base to defend, and we also have to get FDIs in quickly. It's not by audio FDIs and lying that Musk brought in money. No. And how do we get this FDI in? Fix our legal system, fix our problems, fix our legacy issues, fix security and all of that. When these foreign-based countries see that we are doing the right thing, they will get their investors in. People don't want to go to places where they have questionable problems. So that's just it. So we know and have a holistic approach and a plan. I don't know why FDI is a problem. At some point, FDI was not a problem in this country. People willingly brought, in the Jonathan days, we had very good FDIs. Most of the money coming to Africa, I think Nigeria was number 3rd or number 4th on the list where monies will come to. Money was a strong economy and all of that. So let's just do what is right. We're not doing what is right, and we're passing the buck. I think that's about it. So because I need to get up and run this morning. Bless you so much, my
sister.
Bless
you. Have a very good day.
And I want a fantastic interview yesterday with Sheikh Gumi. I tried catching parts of it when I got off the studio work and all of that.
Okay.
Good interview, good. Keep up with the ante, up VOP. Thank you, Madam Cordelia, for your steadfastness and the flair and the joy you are bringing to VOP. All of our listeners love to have such a wonderful veteran like you of amazing proportions to grace our airwaves and be able to be part of the VOP dream and be able to catalyze change the world in our Nigerian prospects. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for all the support. Bless you too. Thanks
for being part. We don't take you for granted. I appreciate you. Bless you. Yeah.
Bless you too. Thank you so much. Oh, I feel so loved this morning. Thank you so much, Rufai. Have a good day. God bless you. God bless you. All right. Bye. All right. Thank you so much for that worldwide accolade. Thank you so much, and thank you very much for listening to that session yesterday. We're going to be bringing it live on YouTube later on in the day. We'll let you know when that will be, and we ask you to be a part of it and get to catch up there too. Ejiro Mukoro may just be joining us shortly, hoping that works. If not, she'll be with us tomorrow, but I hope it works. And we'll be joining you shortly too for you to make your own contributions. You pick a topic out of all the ones we've looked at this morning and you give us your own perspective. There'll be civility. We'll take everything in a very civil manner. You refer to topics and not people, and also you move on to talk for about 90 seconds because that's what we have assigned for each person, so we can have enough people have time to also do theirs. And we'll be taking your messages on YouTube and on WhatsApp. The numbers you'll be calling 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903, and on WhatsApp you could also call and send your message 0817 175 6338 0817 175 6338. Let's take a quick commercial breather and we'll come back and start taking your messages and your call. You're listening to VOP 90.3 FM in the city of Lagos.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
Have you been thirsty for well-nourished, yummy pizza and couldn't find one yet? What you ordered versus what you get, right? I understand. Let me introduce you to the premium pizza and ice cream in town, all the way from the US. Romeo's Pizza and Coldberry Ice Cream. So sweet, so yummy. Visit the new Romeo's Pizza outlet, 22 Latif Salami Street, Ajao Estate, by the Lagos International Airport Road. For more inquiries, call 0816 320 9783 or 0816 321 0945. Romeo's Pizza and Coldberry Ice Cream. The light in every school.
Let's go. We're set to go, and we're taking your messages. Let's start from YouTube. And good morning, all the way from ATL. Ola Dewale, you're greeting us this morning, and you say, is NLC complicit for crying out loud? But how about TUC? Well, they've sent out a letter. They've given out an ultimatum that you all don't bring this thing down and do what you need to do. We're going to do something you will like. You know what they usually do now, hoping that it will yield something. So yes, they're doing something. Do you know that EFCC is not up to the task because anti-graft in Nigeria is pro-max? Please prove me wrong. We will try very hard. Good morning, Advance Adam. How are you? Okay. You say if Adewale, you wrote something here that if VOP is open to the public, why not the EFCC? You say info@efcc.gov.ng is not functional. We'll try sending a mail to that today and let's see if it bounces back, and we'll give you feedback on that and see how to follow it up. D. Frankie Dixon, Tinubu's son on board of related company makes the entire coastal project conflicted. There was no advert of the project for public bidding. This is lack of due process. APC government, now man, no man government. That is according to you. Osaze Evans, you said, who stole Tinubu? No, he traveled, he will soon come back. And we'll also have Anthony Obiora. Good morning to you all. Good morning to you. You say you're asking me where is your president? Nami, they ask. Thank you very much. He's around. Don't worry, you'll see him soon. And we'll take some from WhatsApp. But first, let's go over and take your call. Good morning. Hello. Okay, both of them just dropped at all. Okay, keep trying. I'm going to take them. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, before you call me, you must turn down the volume on your radio set. Good morning. How are you? Morning.
Morning.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Good morning, Cordelia.
Good morning.
Yes, Father from Eva.
Welcome. Go ahead.
God bless you for yesterday. You finish work.
Oh, thank you.
God bless you. Finish work. You are the best media personality in this country.
Well, thank
You
you.
just started. You go very far.
Amen. Amen.
God
All this
help
praise
you
on
to
the
finish
praise. So
the
my morning
job
join
because
the
you
praise on
could do
that one
PhD.
me day now.
I'm so
Amen.
proud of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Concerning this dollar, who is dollarizing the country now? They are talking of dollarizing this nation now. People, they are charging their duty now according to dollars. They are taking their own according to dollars. So, and the government, the same government is complaining about dollarization. EFCC is fighting dollarization. People that are paying house rent in dollars, they are complaining of people who are supermarkets that are collecting dollars. They are arresting the schools that are closing schools that are collecting dollars as school fees. But now, these people, customs are charging their duty according to dollars. Never now, it is dollars.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? The government that is causing the problem in this country. Are we using dollar denomination? Are we part of, are we a state in America? This thing is true that they are destroying this country. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. They have to prove us wrong there, because when you just said it struck a bell, it struck a chord that, yes, so you are making me pay according to what the dollar is saying. Okay. Hello, morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. How are you?
Hello, Cordelia. Good morning.
Good morning. Your name, where are you calling from?
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Hello?
me? I can hear you.
Hello?
Ay, this is sad, and the call is so clear. If you can listen to me via the radio, I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. Cordelia, good morning.
Good morning. Is this Madam Edna? I'm trying to know the voices.
Good morning.
Oh, it's you. I said I'll be ringing the bell
Yes.
for every
Yes,
lady who
good
calls
morning.
me. Morning.
Thank you. Please, my own take this morning is about everybody asking about where is our president? Where is our president? If our president is here, does it make any difference? Whether he's here, whether he's wherever he is, whether he has gone for medical attention, whether he's here, whether he's there, it doesn't make any difference. So let us forget about our president and move ahead. God bless you.
No, Madam Edna, don't go yet. Hold on. There are some homes where even if the mommy, they pay all the house rent, they pay everything, the children will still ask, where is daddy? Because it's good to see daddy in the house. As a mommy, am I lying? Oh, she has gone. Oh, tomorrow answer that question. Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Cordelia.
How are you?
I'm okay, ma.
Alright.
It's Onanuga from Ejibo, please.
All right, go ahead. Welcome.
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much for your work yesterday, your interview yesterday. You did a great work.
Oh, thank you.
Before I forget the message I want to give you, I beg you, because we're all Nigerians are concerned. Please, anytime you meet Sheikh Gumi again, please let his people to know that holding ammunition or weapon in the name of agitation does not make any sense. Killing human beings in the name of agitation does not make any sense. There are many ways of agitating. Let the people, and I thank God that he mentioned something yesterday about their elders failing them, and their people being far from education. I love that. Thank you for that work yesterday, first of all.
Thank you.
And I go to the vice president coming back to Nigeria. If he say everybody is talking, that's why I run back. You understand me? How can Oga and the madam leave shop? Who go there for that shop?
A boy day now.
That means everybody going to be doing anything way like for that shop. That's why I come back. Let them be learning. If they don't know how to govern us, make we send them to school. Make them go learn them. God bless you, my dear.
God bless you too, sir. All right, let me take some messages and thank you for the kind words. Good morning to you. This is Benjamin from Shogunle. Is it how things will continue in Nigeria for the remaining 3 years of this administration? Prices of goods and services getting higher and higher on daily basis. Price of fuel keeps increasing and increasing, leading to suffering of Nigerians. Where is NLC and TUC? They should do their work before it is too late. I have yours. Good morning. HRHBC will call the whereabouts of the president calls for great concern. Starting from the day he became president, he is no longer a private individual, but totally belongs to the people of Nigeria and should be ready to inform them of his whereabouts. I'm totally in support of anyone who is eager and wants to know where the president is. And for the boy that his kidney was harvested for 1 million naira, it is really painful and unfair. I urge the security agencies to fish out the people behind this wicked act and make them to face the law. They're in court right now. Yeah. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me? That's sad. If you can hear me via your radio, wherever, I can hear you. Yeah? Okay, just try. When you call, just say hello, say your name, and talk, because I can hear you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Madam Cordelia.
Good morning. This should be Usifo.
Yes, Madam. God bless you, ma.
Right.
Remember all sides of
views. And you know all sides of views. Okay. There is a way you will do it. It will cause fights. So all sides of views done gently.
Never, ever.
Amen. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
That, Madam.
Go ahead.
Once my name is Peter Usifo. I'm calling from Abanojo in Ikoton. I want to talk on Fubara, the governor of Rivers State. You know, recently, Senator Dixon and, of course, Joseph Smith, the first governor of all Rivers State, defeated him with some other leaders. You know, there and then, he made allusion to the half assembly of Rivers State that they don't exist, that they are just disrespecting for nothing, and that he doesn't know whether they exist. To me, he has turned the tiger by the tail with this statement. In fact, you should know that he was elected just like the 27 assembly members. So, and then he has committed impeachable crime, like nobody taking the budget to them. So we should know that what is good for the Jews is also good for the guidelines. If you say they don't exist, he too may not exist before their own sense. So he may be impeached any moment from now. That is my own submission. Thank you.
All right, let's wait and see how that goes. Thank you very much. Morning to you. You say article to Tinubu's son concerning contract award. APC as a group of same people and same idea, better ready to fight or attack anyone that crosses their way like a bulldog. Former President Goodluck was removed by these present people in power today through propaganda, deceit, and lies. This is what they will do till their time will expire without good governance. We're really in for it. Martins Duru, aka Mayor from Ikoton Egbe. I pray we're in for something good. Okay, I hear somebody's there already. Good morning. Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, good morning, madam.
Oh, okay. Do call back. There was this loud noise from your background. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello?
I can hear you. Just
Hello?
Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk. All right, maybe let the person know that when they call, just say your name and say what you need to say, because I can hear you. Unfortunately, you can't hear us. Let's take this one. Good morning. Hello? Okay, just let them know that, yes, send them a message or something, because they've been trying so very hard. I have your message here. Ayotech from Arena Market. Good morning to you. You say it's a beautiful Tuesday morning. I refuse to agree with Dave Umahi. The coastal road is not what we need now. There is massive hunger in the land right now. As I said yesterday, the federal government should fix our refineries, which will create employment and boost our economy. Mr. President and his vice cannot leave the country right now before it's proper as the jets break that. Sister Cordelia, I told you that Mr. President is running family affairs government. How can Tinubu be in forefront of every affairs of the government? NLC and TUC are on their own. Please let them release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what you've just said. 8% reduction of electricity is nowhere near the word slashed. This government is the more you look, the less you see. The government should provide steady electricity for the citizens to boost economic activities. May God help and heal our land. From Franco Nero in the USA. All right, good morning to you. Oh, you must turn down the volume on your radio set before you call in, right? Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm fine. Austin calling from Oshodi.
All right, Austin, welcome. Go ahead.
I want to talk on aware of our president.
You know where he is?
Now that's why I said it's unaware, because we do not know where he is right now. And then it is just the way the previous administration started, of which he is also part of that previous administration, because he is also part of this thing that bring that previous administration to, to the power. And then so we are not surprised at what we are experiencing now. But the question is, will it also a kind of help Nigerians to know how to actually elect our leaders, to know whom we are to elect, because all these things is choking. Look at how everything.
Hello. Oh, still reading, still counting, but we can't hear you anymore. But I got what you had to say. Thank you for your time. Casey Onoha from Ojo Alaba. Good morning to you too. Since we Nigerians will vote our choice of president, and INEC and the judiciary give us Nigerians their own choice, Nigeria will never work. I pray Nigeria will work. This Nigerian president Jet Sef, EJ, did you read what you wrote yourself and you think I would read this on the air? The jet, they normally develop faults for land. Why they develop that fault for air? You're asking me, where is the president? If you ask me, now who I go ask? Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very fine. How are you today?
Well, thank God. I'm fine. My name is Peter Monse from Shomolu.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yes. I listened to other platform this morning, and we were told that according to ICPC Code of Conduct and Nigeria Constitution, that it is not very safe, it is not conducive, it is not right for a contract in Nigeria to be given to the company that the son of the president, the wife, or anybody related to him has interest in it. So what is Omar defending? And now it's beginning
it's not Omai that is defending it. It's not Omai that is defending it. It's Bayo Onanuga.
Yes,
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, the presidency. Now, why are they accusing Atiku? Well, did they not tell us that they are coming for a change? That all the things that the PDP did wrong, that they are going to change it. See, I just wonder, there was a group that they used to. So I don't know whether that group that they used to call Follow the Money is still in existence. Please, they should follow this project, because they are behaving like a rat and the pot of corn. When a rat feels you want to sit there, it will not to die there. The presidency prepared to continue with this project that Nigerians have condemned and said they don't need it for now. Follow the money so that at the end of their tenure, somebody should come out to probe them and let us get this money back from them. Why did they not put it up for other companies to bid? Why did they not give to 3 companies or 4 companies so that the time limit will be short? Look, we have to follow this money and get our money back at the end of the day. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much. I hear Ben Bruce himself say that if you're complaining about the road, when it complete, no use them. I'm like, you say? Does that make common sense to you? Question. Let me take your message quickly. Charles from Igondo, Lagos. You're saying the reduction of the electricity tariff doesn't make sense at all. It is still high. We need a better reduction. All they know is to exploit the masses despite the poor electricity supply. Presently, some areas in Igondo are having low voltage, and the disco in charge of Igondo is doing nothing to fix this low voltage issue. How long will people continue to suffer? And at the end of the month, bills will be issued to low voltage consumers. The voltage that cannot even charge a phone. But if it is to increase the electricity tariff, they will do it with the speed of light. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah. My name is Chief I'm calling from Mushi.
Welcome, Chief.
See,
go ahead.
When people want to tell lie, they don't know that Nigerians are alert. The issue that the aeroplane spoiled in mid-air when Shetima was going is a lie. They didn't know that Nigerians will notice that Tinubu is not in Nigeria. So it was when people started to lament the absence of the president that made them to say, plane don't spoil. Plane don't spoil anything, and lie. They discovered that Nigeria is aware of their duty, and they themselves, the presidency and the rest of them, they are not aware of their own duty. Good morning.
But Chief, hold on. You are not an aeronautic engineer. You didn't even see the plane. Now, how smart are you there? You say na lie. Why? Okay, let's take this one now, but I think we should give the benefit of the doubt and see and hear eventually the findings when they tell us what really went wrong with the jet. Good morning. Hello? I think my WhatsApp call is acting up this morning, so I apologize. This Nigerian network ain't a tired person. Do you understand? Don't worry, I think it will get better eventually by faith. So sorry, we've been trying to take all your calls via WhatsApp, especially the diasporan callers, but somehow I don't just know what's happening to it this morning. Hello? No, turn down the volume on your radio set. All right? Are you good? Good morning.
Yeah, I'm calling you from the Solo Kingdom.
Welcome to my own kingdom. Go ahead.
You know, concerning what the last caller has just said, it is something I want to also put my own word. You see, right from the beginning, these people think Nigerians are fool, or maybe we do not know what they are doing. APC coming to this power through lies, deceit, and propaganda. And that is why they are still doing it now. Just because people were asking, where is Tinubu? And Septima is now also left the country. They decide to lie that the plane has a mishap or have a problem with it. We don't wish that to them. But if that's what they wish to themselves, I will not say that whenever they are traveling, that the plane should develop that problem they think is developing. But that is not what we want, because we are not wishing Nigerians good. But we don't wish them bad. Let them come back and do what they are supposed to do. APC never meant well for Nigeria. They do not even know what they are doing. Is that how we continue? Where is the group? Where is Tunde Bakari? Where are all those people who were in Ojota lamenting? They are not saying anything now. Look at the whole country just in a different dimension, going here and there and there. And people are not talking. Is that how the country should be living? It's just sad. Very, very sad. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I got your message there. I hope that they will be telling us the full truth as we move on. On WhatsApp, I still have some of your messages. Oladewale, you said, I think they know what they are doing. The reason putting the cart before the horse to create confusion while they play their game. And you said we all saw the veteran experience in you, Miss Cordelia. Oh, thank you very much for that. London King TV, you are sad that president is not around. Don't worry, you'll come back soon. Good morning. What do you expect from APC? May God help Nigeria. By the time, okay, now wow, Chima right now, wow, that kind of message you send, Fear go let you read them by yourself. Good morning, VOP. Please, I want to know if Abia State government has found the airport Ikpeazu built for the state. Anna Paul from Coca. Well, Daily Post has this one that Abia, get ready to refund airport project money, other looted funds. Oti tells Ikpeazu, and he said that they should get ready to refund all the monies they looted, and he was reacting to the report of the forensic audit of the state's account. Said his administration is not fighting anybody, but is only interested in recovering looted funds in a bid to ensure good governance. I've answered your question. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Jonathan, calling from London.
Good morning, Jonathan. How are you today?
I'm good.
All right, welcome.
Okay, let me quickly make my contributions in the time so pick up. Regarding Tinubu, that is not around. Tinubu is still looking for foreign direct
investment, yes.
So Nigeria should come down.
Okay, all right, thank you.
So that's it.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's all. Thank you very much. We appreciate this your call. That is looking for direct, but they should let us know. Let them tell us. That's all what we're saying. Good morning.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine. How's ATL today?
ATL is wonderful. I was listening to your comment with Mr. Rufai this morning, putting the cart before the horse.
I was
think there's
quoting you.
something. I noticed something about them. I noticed that it's a kind of a game they played, because I mean it happens even when EFCC itself. I think they are listening, because I saw some changes when I was hearing. I mean, I heard the news this morning about EFCC having setting up a something I app or something like that. See, my notion is this: many of us watching from a distance, many of us are ready to help, particularly EFCC, to clean up, to follow the money, because we most of us, even in the US, I mean, we saw what Americans are doing to follow all this money and retrieve those money, because they all have you can find them. You can find where they kept all this money. But the way I look at it looks like that's the game of. I mean, it's like they don't know what they are doing, but they do. So forming that kind of game, like, okay, just put the cards before the horse, Nigerians will get confused and they will just forget about it. So AFCC, you know what? Let's beam. I mean, you are right there, Ms. Cordelia. Let's start beaming a searchlight, okay? I mean, you are a great journalist. Let's start beaming a searchlight on EFCC. If by every day, let's start beaming that searchlight on EFCC and see what they're doing. Because I believe they know what they're doing, but they I mean, it's just not wanting to do what is right. But we must compel them to do what is right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you so much. We must compel everybody to do what is right. Chijoke from Isolo, you're asking, why is Piazzo scared of probe? I hope he will not vanish like Yahaya Bello. Rivers Assembly will continue to override Fubara unless the governor makes sure they are sacked, having defected to APC. They always make his government difficult. Killings here and there on daily basis. The government knows nothing to do to end this. 1,410 naira a dollar. Our politicians lack the focus and political will to salvage this situation. French and American military base in Nigeria wouldn't be a bad idea. As for Man U, what's it concern me and Man U? Anyway, you said their coach has led them into abyss. Very ordinary now. Free Iche Nandi Kanu FG. Where's Leah Shaibu? Chijoke from Isolo. Chijoke, the way you pack everything together, even me, I fear. Good morning to you too. You say Madam Cordelia. You don't christen me. It's Cordelia. Question is for Onanuga and Bwala. Say Mr. President can rule the country from anywhere in the world. How can President and Vice President leave the country? Who will be governing the country if none of them is around? Because of their political selfish interests? Man, those men deserve better. And not talk what you talk there. But VP is back now. Even the plane realized that we need him. So everybody's back. Hi.
Hello.
Morning. This may just be the last call for the segment. Morning. How are you?
Good morning, ma.
Good morning, sir. Your name? Where
I greet you. Well done. Well done, madam. You are doing a great job.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Well
go
done.
ahead. Okay.
So this is one concerning all the institutions we are having in Nigeria. Everybody, we need to pray. Apart from prayer, we need to do what is right, what is expected of us. We know what is good and what is bad as human beings. But they fail to do what is good. But they've forgotten that everything is not permanent. They've forgotten that there is a future. They've forgotten that they are going to give an account to their creator. So my advice is that this country, those who are ruling us, instead of democracy, they are using autocracy and corrupt crazy. All the institutions, 99.3% are corrupt. But all this is vanity upon vanity.
Yeah.
But they've forgotten there will be an end to everything they are doing.
All right. Hello? Oh, okay, it went off there, but at the right point, because I heard everything. Everything is vanity upon vanity. If you like, steal all the money, stash all the money. By the time it happens, not one kobo will be going with you. You're not going to take anything away from it, but you'll be remembered by what you've done, and all the lives that would have been lost because of your thievery. You would account for every one of them. And for those of you who are thinking that immediately I want to die like this, I'll just say, Father Lord, forgive me, I've been sinning, accept myself. You will not even remember at that point to say that prayer in Jesus' name. Amen. So you will pay for everything you're doing as evil. Right. Thank you for that part. We'll be moving on to the next segment now. We hopefully will be having Tony Moore join us from London. All things being equal, we'll be looking at Nollywood and how the diasporas are helping. Nigeria diaspora is helping to build it, all the work they are doing there. But right now, let's quickly take the sports headline as put together by Kizzy K. I'm turning to a sports journalist right now. Let's start off with the very first one, that Finidi capable of qualifying Eagles for 2026 World Cup. And this is according to Ahimwagbe. Osimhen scores as success. Late strike earns relegation threatened Udinese. This is why I didn't want to do this sport, because some of this on our name I don't even know. Abiodun used to be sports. Udinese. Don't laugh at me. Say it. Udinese. Okay. One. Hey, I call her like Isoko name before Mona Novex. 1-1 draw versus Napoli. Arsenal to move for. Okay, you know what, Kizuke, you're gonna be doing this by yourself, because I'm gonna shame myself by the time I run through this sport thing. I'm committed to Liverpool. Van Dijk says Akpom scores again, takes tally in debut season at Ajax to 15 goals. Pogba to feature in French movie amid 4-year doping ban. Oh, at least he's still working. He needs the money. Please do well to join Kizuke later in the day at 10 a.m. for you to know all you need to know about sports bit on that show. And please, you will get to hear the right names, all the right words there. But for today, for me, over and out. I ain't doing this. So sports fan, make a no vex, eh? All right, you're listening to VOP 90.3 FM. We'll be taking a big story, or Tony will be joining us shortly. But let's take a quick commercial breather, and then we'll continue on the breakfast show with me, Cordelia Ogbe.
From the views on the streets,
we go to bed empty hunger,
to the blaring horns of a hustling city, the loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lawn.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and penchant for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things: and makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people.
The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and cold berry ice cream, delights in every scoop. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and cold berry ice cream at 11 Road by First Avenue, First Town, 28 at Denira Ogunsanya Street, Surulere, 13 Admiralty Way, Lekki Phase 1. Romeo's Pizza and cold berry ice cream. Romeo, the pizza champions.
Worried about getting competent hands to fix your vehicles? Worry no more, because Ultimate Auto Center has got you covered. Get an ultimate care for your cars. At Ultimate Auto Center, they specialize in taking care of your vehicles to ensure safety. Take your faulty vehicles to Ultimate Auto Center at Ikeja for car alignment and balancing, spray booth, car wash, servicing, electrical and sales. Ultimate Auto Center is now close to you. Kilometer 19, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, opposite the new pedestrian bridge, just beside Ajayi Farm, Ikeja, Lagos. Or call us on 0805 521 0629 or 0808 316 5658. You can also send an email to admin@ultimateauto.com. Visit the website www.ultimateauto.com. Ultimate Auto Center, the ultimate for reliable and trusted hands in auto.
We're still trying to hook up with our guest in the UK. Hopefully she'll come on board. She will join us. If not, we'll just continue. And let's take a look at this now. There are two major big stories for this morning that we could continue our conversation on. Let's take a look at this one where yesterday people were not very happy with Onanuga when he was saying Sadobi and stuff like that. People felt, why would you be doing that? Why would you be talking about him that way? Because he's complaining about this. And we also have Atiku Abubakar drawing attention to what is going on with the Coastal Road, bringing out all the gray areas. And the next thing is, okay, you are saying we do this. You yourself, you not do them. You too, you not do them. Does that make it right? The fact that the person who's saying you did something, maybe did it too, and you're doing something that is wrong, shouldn't you be making amends? Should it be a case of you too, you do them? Does it change the fact that something wrong is going on? So let's take a look at this together. Let's look at it. Should you be awarding a job to your wife, to your sibling, or to a friend of your wife, to your sibling, where there are other people who can do the job? Let's say your wife, your sibling is a part of a particular company. Should you be giving that job to that company without even going out for people to bid? And there are people also available who can do the same job. You know, we've been looking at this so far, so good. Let's carry on. Let's talk about it. It's 0700 903 903 903. That is our big story today. And also the other big story is the fact that conflicts of interest. Where should we be drawing the line? Because even Atiku Abubakar, he has been told that you did even worse. Your own conflict was even worse. When you were in government, you had businesses, you were doing, the only thing you're supposed to have done would have been farming, but you went on, you had interest here and there. So we continue with our big story. Hello, good morning. Hello, you must turn down the volume on your radio set before you call us so that we can hear you very well.
I'll switch it off.
Okay, switch off your radio, then carry on. Thank you.
Okay,
right.
Good morning, Madam Cordelia.
Morning. Your name?
My name is Mr. Ojichukwuji here from Bariga.
All right, go ahead.
Elias Pastor Egunje. There's a reason for that name, but that will be another topic for another day.
Okay.
Okay, see, this particular government, I don't know how to describe them. It's very unfortunate that we are into this particular type of government. I don't know. The aeroplane or the presidential, what they call it? This is that develop force.
Yes.
Develop force on the air. That is a capital lie. Capital lie. It was because of the way we have been calling and asking for the whereabout of the president. That was why they have to reverse the what they call it, the movement of the visit of the vice president to the U.S. So this government is full of confusion, lies, propaganda. There are no two ways to describe it. I will not. I'm trying to be polite, but it's almost impossible. We are in for a very bad government, a very bad set of people.
But if you say, hold on, if you say now that because we talked, they now changed the plans and the VP is home to do something, and that you already insinuated that they are listening to us. Does that not mean that they will still listen to other things we are doing and change pattern and eventually, against all odds, give us something very decent at the end of the day, as per governance?
But Silva, when you are dealing with a crooked, are you there?
I'm here.
I heard you. When you are dealing with a crooked person, or when you are dealing with somebody with whose mind is so crooked, it's always a difficult situation. The level that they will listen to us, and they reverse on other things that they are planning to do. But we are in for very big trouble.
I reject
Look at our exchange rate. I don't want to start from the discussion to another thing. Look at our exchange rate. Okay. Look at everything. The prices of goods in the market.
Okay, you know
where are we going to start from?
You said your bit.
Can you tell me the direction that we're heading to?
We're heading to a good direction.
Let me tell you, if we do not change our direction, we end up in a very dangerous destination. Thank you, and remain blessed.
Remain blessed too, but see you, me, I no agree. We're not in big trouble. This will just be teething problems. So we move on to better heights. If you believe me, say amen to that. Abiodun, did you say amen? Amen. Amen to that. Okay, let's believe as we are walking, we'll be believing to. Good morning.
Hello, my sister. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name?
This is John Legend calling.
You say? Your name
is John Legend calling.
You are the real John Legend or another John Legend?
That's the real John Legend in Nigeria.
All right, welcome, John Legend. Oh, let me ring a bell
my
for
sister.
you. Let me ring the bell for you, John Legend.
Very well, thank you, my sister. There is something I want to chip in here. You see, if you see the level where these people have pushed us into, you ask yourself, how do you manage to come here? You understand? Yeah. If you go out there and see what all the small artisans are suffering now, all these small scale industries, what they are suffering in the market, you will understand that nobody has any right to giving us excuses where they have failed. Because the same group of people.
What are they suffering?
You see, I make bags. Do you understand?
Yes.
The material we used to buy 2,000 naira before is now 5,000. Then when I buy the material at 5,000, I am still going to buy fuel to do the job. And when you give a customer a quotation, the same person will find it very difficult for him to add money to you. If you are not even buying the fuel, you will find it very difficult to see light to do the job. And And when you have other staffs you are paying, you cannot maintain them. Even though, say, the job, you can finish a job of 1 million, you cannot see 100,000 naira to do your miscellaneous expenses. Is it the country we can clap for?
Okay, now let's come back to my the big question. I just wanted to hear that bit. So you were reacting to the.
My question is this.
Yeah.
Why must it be now that we have been crying since day before yesterday that the president, the vice president know that his plan has issue? Because we are not fools. I am 52 years now. I have seen some governments. Do you understand me? I have seen things. Now they say we should tighten our belt. Do you know that a hungry man cannot even tighten belt? True or false?
I'm trying to diet, so I don't even know how the belt will even work, Seth.
No, I'm asking you. They said that we should we should manage. Can you see a hungry man managing for 48 hours? Is it possible?
He will die.
Huh?
He will die.
Thank you. So when they are telling us, look at the kind of money, they just go and award a contract. But from here to east, that place you cannot pass through that road. I know when I travel to east, I have to from bypass. I have to enter another motor. I have to trek from here to almost. I don't know what to say about it. But for me to get another bike that take me where I can get motor, which means I pay double for me to get back to Lagos. For that road, now the left-hand road, they go and do a railway from this to Niger, which the Niger people, I don't see any business we are doing with them much than from here to east. Is it how to government a country?
Okay, John Legend. I've heard you, John Legend, and I
am only pleading them. Let them have mercy, because we are all human beings. Because one day you come out and say they have pushed us to the wall. Thank you,
John Legend. I've heard you, and I can feel the pain and the anger in your voice. All I can say is, please just calm down, take it easy, because the more we get angry, I don't know how to solve anything. It's not actually good for our health too. I felt the passion in your voice, and I'm sure a lot of people are feeling the way you're feeling right now. So please just calm down and have a good day as much as you can. Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. How are you? What's your name? Where are you calling from, Uncle?
My name is Raphael. I'm calling from Ikeja.
Raphael, are you using the speaker on the phone, a headpiece, or in an empty room? Because the echo is much. If you're in an empty room, can you just step out a bit so that the echo will be reduced, and then I'll hear you better. All right?
Okay. So is it better now? Can you hear me now?
No, it's like we are talking to you in a tunnel. But just go ahead. Let's try.
Okay, quick one. That's the Kota road. Lagos to Calabar is not what we need. There are other pressing needs Nigeria is facing today, and that's what they started doing. That is a misplaced priority for us. And
hello? Oh, it dropped. Maybe you can change your position and call back. Yeah. If we're saying the coastal road is not what we need right now, there are people who believe is what we need, and I think they will listen to both sides. Hopefully, we'll have the best come out for all of us. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, Cordelia.
Good morning.
It's in another calling back, please. I forgot to tell something about Dave Mwai and the presidential over this coastal road.
Okay.
Nobody's condemning that contract. Nobody's condemning the project. What we are saying, the condition we find ourselves in the country now, we do not need that by now. We have other priorities to put money. And the David Mind saying that the project go do very good. Are just sharing this kind of mega project inside the one room? You go there inside the one room, just like say you are sharing a community work. You just go there with that place from here to that pole. Is that how to do something? Are we not a country anymore? Are we not a nation? And the president are defending Mr. President, his son, being in the board director of the company that gave the contract. They are defending that kind of rot. So if Atiku makes mistake 10 years ago, you people will come and starting the same mistake again. That's how to run a country. Let them give us respect. We are taking enough from them. Let them give us respect. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you very much. Actually, is a board member of one of the daughter sister companies of the brand. Not directly. That is what they have said. But everything relates, everything joined, kind of the way my Delta people will say. Osino from Olodia, Papa, you said, "Nine, don't delete this one again." I was about to read the last one when you deleted. Don't delete again. Nigeria is now the only country where her citizens do not know where their president is. Shetima's sky-high emergency. If the International Pilots Association finds out that the pilot filed a false report, will the pilot be sanctioned? An inquiring mind wants to know. Well, I don't know if he will be sanctioned or not, but I think they have their way of doing things. Tinubu is indeed winning Guinness Book of World Records. I need to know the particular category he just won, Ostino. Maybe you would tell us. I have some few more minutes to go. 0700 903 903 903. And your messages are coming in. I'll take them as they drop. And Iotek, I have yours, but let's take this call first. Morning.
Hello, good morning, Madam Cordelia.
Good morning. How are you? Turn down the volume on your radio set, please.
This is Gozie from...
Gozie, your radio.
From Akko.
Have you turned down the volume on your radio?
I've turned it off, yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I've been trying things. I'm not... you people are not picking my number. Since Mary... Is Mary?
No, but you we don't pick. So now you we don't pick. Now this is renewed hope for you that will be picking your calls.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yeah, this is my first time of hearing from. Yes, like this.
Okay, nice one.
So,
nice one.
My take is that them APC that are saying that when Atiku was there, Atiku was doing this or doing that. They should not be remembering all those things. Let them do something. People are suffering. Let them do something. I think now we did not call and be putting out for this travel that our president traveled. They wouldn't have said anything about it. Okay, look at the lies that just come out now. They are just propaganda, and they do all sorts of mess anyhow they want. And let them remember one day that everybody will die. One day, everybody will die and go there. And nobody will take any time and go there. Even if when he put anything for the person, the person is not going to visit there. People are very, very hungry. He told me, they say that, his dog is, they say that. Anything they know how to manipulate and maneuver.
You're right.
I do propaganda. All those things is not good. Let them do something very right. Those people that are protesting for just at that time, I cannot see any of them. This Buhari and this Tinubu, I cannot see any of them. And this is very, very worse for now. Why? The words are we not hearing from them?
Okay, all right.
Please let us do something right so that we myself will be happy. We'll be happy with them. And this coastal road for Lagos to...
The time is up. The time is up. I have to sign off now. Thank you very much. We'll do this again. Call me again in the morning tomorrow. Don't worry, we don't know the numbers. And so when your call comes in at the right time, we will take it. But finally, let's take your message. Marcos from Ejigbo, these crop of people currently in power have been running the state government like a family. Now they have taken the same thing to the federal. Even if they share contracts to their children, wives, brothers and sisters, they don't see anything wrong with it. The previous administration did the same thing and nothing happened. My question is, when will these people start considering the masses and award contract to those who work with their mind, with the mind that if they don't deliver, there will be repercussions? IG Marcos from Ejigbo, you send that in. God bless Nigeria. And Port Harcourt boy from Iba. This, okay, you're saying, embarking on the coastal route from Lagos to Calabar, while children that are regarded as the leaders of tomorrow are dying of malnutrition. Okay, that is what you said, and you said something that I, Cordelia Oatme, will never read on the air. All right, I'll be wrapping up at this point, and I believe that if of a truth they heard people and they said, this coastal road, not coastal roads, these people they vex, so say president not the house, vice president won't travel to their vex, okay. Fellow countrymen, you know what? We've heard you. Pardon the error we were almost making. You know what we're going to do? We're not going to go anywhere. Shetima will be here to take care of national affairs, and we've heard you. The foreign affairs minister is going to go. People would appreciate that more than aeroplane go up, it can't get problem, it can't come down. If that be the case, don't you think we'd appreciate that better? See, Shaq, will you sit down?
Oh,
you sit down.
Yeah.
What's happen?
This one serious. See, Madam Cordelia. Good morning to you once again.
Not call me Madam for radio.
Cordelia. The situation of Nigeria requires critical thinking, and let's be very logical in our assertions. You can't fool Nigerians. You can't continue to fool Nigerians any longer. How can suddenly the presidential jet of the vice president develop faults? You can't continue to fool us. Look at what Mr. John Legend said, for instance. Since we're kids and we're entering our 50s, you've been fooling us. For how long will you continue to fool? Look, excuse me, madam. Something is wrong somewhere. We have to tell ourselves the truth and call a spade a spade. If the presidential jet suddenly, a plane that is being driven by experts, pilots from the Nigerian Air Force, suddenly will develop fault when the vice president is supposed to travel out and there's no president in the Aso Rock Villa, the vice president is leaving. I am very sure it is because Nigerians are complaining.
Is our prayer?
Yes, and we cannot see. We demand accountability.
Yes,
we demand probity. The presidential aircraft cannot suddenly develop fault.
Wait, now is it me?
No. They must tell us the truth. They must tell us what is going on. I can tell you something. If you go to Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, that same aircraft, I'm very sure, without prejudice, it's in a perfect condition. Yes. Why did this suddenly develop?
Hold on. Not talk past body. Not do pass your body. You can't prove it.
Nigerians cannot continue to be fooled any longer.
Let the woman talk. Talk, my dear.
Don't you think because Nigerians are complaining that the president, since they finished the forum in Saudi Arabia, he's not yet back, and the vice just left to US for? Don't you think that because of the complaints since yesterday, they now decided to tell us that the presidential presidential jet developed fault mid-air.
Please, you people calm down. It's not me.
I have my Canadian flight.
Exactly.
Why did they not request for my own? I would have given it to them.
I used to have and still have Wakobiro Airlines. We could have helped. You see, all these people you are saying, how can suddenly we should talk about sudden death on this program. Have you not seen somebody just go, hey Shagun, how now I did before I carry there, fall down and die?
Let me take you back. In retrospect, when the former president Olusegun Obasanjo was to travel out, by ethics in the aviation sector, before any plane will go airborne, it would have been tested and didn't fit before traveling. Now, when President Olusegun Obasanjo was to travel out of the country on an official trip, and they found out that the presidential Falcon jet was not in order, what did he do? He joined a private aircraft, a commercial aircraft, and he flew overseas.
What did you call it? Commercial. How can I fly with you commoners?
He's a Nigerian. He's a Nigerian. We are paying taxpayers for the same aircraft of the president in the presidential fleet has been repaid several times with billions of naira. They should look for something else to tell us. And suddenly Mr. President is nowhere to be found. The vice president who is going airborne, leaving Aso Rock empty. And because we are talking about it, Nigerians are making us demanding for accountability. Suddenly the aircraft
suddenly.
My friends are watching me.
No.
I think we should play suddenly for you. We have to go. we have to go. Thank you very much.
And I hope you would invite some of these proponents.
Who is you?
You, Madam Cordelia. You are the one you know. You brought Shegrumi yesterday. You brought the special advisor to the governor of media and publicity. We are hoping you bring by Onanuga. You bring other people to come and tell us the truth. No problem. On VOPF.
When I become president, I already know who will be my minister of Oya fight them. Abiodun, thank you very much for all the work and making everything move smoothly. Not be my fault, but let me go well as my people go in. Adib was here, Kashmir. No, on the mic. Let me call him the way they will call him, Kashmir. Queenman. Kashmir or Queenman is here. Adigbo is here. Not be me. Okay, it's just the right time for me to say thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. My name is Cordelia Obe. Au revoir.
You've been thirsty for well-nourished, yummy pizza and couldn't find one yet? What you ordered versus what you get right? I understand. Let me introduce you to the premium pizza and ice cream in town.